Greetings everyone, welcome back to my channel. Here's your daily news report and fourth stimulus check update. So in today's video, I will be going over what President Joe Biden's new budget plan means for health insurance and Social Security recipients. I will also be bringing you up to date on the latest fourth stimulus check news and information. Remember everyone that next Friday evening, I will be giving away more $75 Amazon gift cards. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and please leave a comment below. Thank you so much, everyone. A key healthcare promise has fallen off President Joe Biden's first federal budget. President Biden, while campaigning for president, pledged to introduce a government-run health insurance option to compete with private carriers. But according to multiple media reports, the White House has cut that proposal from its budget plan. By public option, President Biden meant a government-sponsored insurance program that would compete alongside private insurance, either through the private or employer market. Biden put forward the proposal as an alternative for Medicare for All, which would effectively replace most private insurance by making the government the single payer for the bulk of the country's health care and expenses. The initial plan would have ensured 97% of Americans would have health insurance. The ambitious proposal was put forward during the tight Democratic presidential primary amid polling that showed much of the party's base ranked health care as a top issue. This is not the only health insurance proposal Biden's office has since dropped. But on the campaign trail, Biden had pledged to lower the Medicare eligibility age from 65 to 60. But that proposal was left out of the White House American Families Plan, which was announced in April. Just this past Friday, Joe Biden proposed a $6 trillion budget for fiscal year 2022, laying out details of a proposed dramatic increase in federal spending that serves as the underpinning of an economic agenda that seeks to transform the American economy as the country emerges from the dual public health and economic crisis. The budget proposal, which is an opening bid in negotiations with Congress and is expected to change before being signed into law, calls for the most sustained period of spending in more than half a century. The White House budget serves more as a marker of administration priorities than a policy blueprint destined to be signed into law. It would invest heavily in Biden's top priority areas, including infrastructure, education, research, public health, paid family leave, and child care. The proposal includes the American Jobs Plan and the American Families Plan, the $4 trillion infrastructure jobs and economic proposal that Biden had previously laid out and is negotiating with lawmakers. It also outlines additional funds to launch a new health research agency to focus on diseases, tackle the climate crisis, and help end homelessness. The scale of this spending, which President Joe Biden has made the center of his economic plans, is an intentional effort to transform an economy that the president has repeatedly said leaves too many behind, and just as importantly, has made the U.S. less competitive. But it also comes as Republicans have ramped up criticism of President Biden's goals and as a near-term economic data has served to add fuel to the arguments that Joe Biden's proposals are simply too grandiose and would overheat the economy. At its core, the budget underscores the divide between the two parties, as well as a clear shift in the Democratic Party towards an embrace of ramping up spending and tax increases on corporations and the wealthy, in order to expand the federal government's role in assisting those on the lower end of the income scale. President Biden is asking Congress for $932 billion for discretionary, non-defense programs for fiscal year 2022, a significant increase from last year. The proposal calls for spending to increase to more than $8 trillion by the year 2031. It would reduce the annual deficit beginning in 2030 and by increasing amounts in the following years, and would shrink deficits by more than $2 trillion in the subsequent decades. However, everyone, there is still some reason for optimism on the health insurance front. Biden's $1.9 trillion relief bill introduced generous new subsidies for health insurance plans bought on healthcare.gov and other Affordable Care Act exchanges. Now, if you are not covered through an employer or government plan like Medicare or Medicaid, Your Obamacare premiums are capped at 8.5% of your income for the next 2 years. And the plan makes those subsidies available to you if you earn more than 4 times the federal poverty rate, which works out to about $51,520 for single people and $106,000 for a family of 4. The changes, which went into effect April 1st, 2021, qualify about 15 million uninsured Americans for financial assistance and offered 9 million people with subsidized plans even more help. So on average, you will see your premiums decrease about $50 a month, and anyone making more than $51,000 per year will be able to get coverage for about $1,000 less per month than before the bill was passed.
And in Ottumwa, I heard from a number of small business owners that were very concerned about getting people back to work. They cannot find the help that they need. So the president continues to say it's not the enhanced unemployment benefits keeping people home. Well, yes, folks, it is. And so it is time to end the $300 extra each week that those unemployment recipients are receiving. If we can end that, we can get people back to work. In Iowa, our economy is open. We are open. We have been for a while. The problem is we have so many small businesses that simply can't get up and go because they don't have the employees. So again, heard from small business owners in Ottumwa, Iowa. One of the other stops was in Oskaloosa, Iowa, and the folks there were very, very interested in infrastructure. So their community leaders are applying for a grant, and they wanted to know about the infrastructure package. Will it get done this year? And I said, well, that depends on what you believe infrastructure to be. For them, they need a bypass, a highway bypass around their community. That is what Iowans believe infrastructure to be. So if this administration would take a look at what we did in the EPW committee the last 2 Congresses, they would see where we worked on infrastructure in a bipartisan manner. So we are hopeful that the president will look at the work we have done in EPW. We'll be working on a bill this week. Act on that bill. Use that as the basis of an infrastructure package, and we can move it forward. Again, bipartisan. This is what Americans think of as infrastructure: roads, bridges, waterways, locks and dams, and throw in some broadband, and we've got a bill. So let's go back to doing things in a...
So that is the end of the video, everyone, for this afternoon. I hope you found this video helpful today. Next Friday evening, I will be giving away more $75 Amazon gift cards. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like and share this video, and please leave a comment below. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a very, very blessed Saturday afternoon.